Your boy. His real name's Mario. That's where the yo comes from. Yo Gotti. Memphis 10.
Memphis 10.
Your boy Yo Gotti has released his album I Still Am not too much longer after the situation with him and Young Dolph.
Mm-hmm. Yo Gotti.
You know, he kind of he's managed by Rock Nation right now. So, you know, he's definitely gonna. He's got some hits on here. The Rake It Up. I mean, we know that's a hit. It's been playing everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
The Juice. They started playing that one too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say this because without this podcast, I probably wouldn't listen to some of this music.
Yeah.
And Yo Gotti would have been somebody I would have skipped over. Because I've never really been a Yo Gotti fan. I've never been into his music. There's songs that he's had that I liked.
Yeah,
like the Gangsta Party from way back was one of my favorite tracks that he did.
Features, he's been on some features that I'm like, he has some dope bars. You know what I'm saying? He killed that shit.
Right.
I mean, but overall, yeah, I've never heard a full.
I know people
Yo
are like,
Gotti, I've always
what
looked
gives
over
you?
it.
There's people that's listening right now that's like, well, what gives you the fucking right to rate this?
Because you have to start somewhere.
Right, motherfucker, I'm the culture.
We're making this happen.
Right. But for real though, and I'm not gonna lie to you. The first time that I listened to this through, I was like, I'm not feeling this. The second time I heard it, I was like, oh, okay. Third time I heard it, and I was like, all right, I kind of fuck with it. That's why people fuck with Yo Gotti. And there's definitely some strong tracks on here.
Yeah.
The Back Gate, I actually like that track a lot. The Betrayal song, you know, the intro, the beat comes in pretty cold. The song itself wasn't all that great, but the beat was fire. There's a lot. There's some fire ass beats on here.
The song wasn't all that fire, but the message was there.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It may have not been put together the best, like, I guess you can say, but I got the message. I got the point. There was things that, you know what I'm saying, that he was saying that I could relate to. And take into my own life of like betrayals and shit like that. And it's just like, okay. Right. And, you know, I thought it came out, you know, that track, it was decent enough to make me go forward because of just the message. Cause yeah, the track, like you said, it really wasn't a fire track. Right. But the message was there and I was like, okay, you're speaking on some real shit. Right. So went forward and I was feeling that shit myself. Right. Personally. Like the first time for me.
Well, the first time I was like, okay, this beat bang.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really feeling the hook. I just wasn't feeling it. But the song has grown on me since then. Oh yeah. And a lot of these songs have grown on me. I was particularly surprised by the track with Meek Mill. That's actually a standout track.
It is.
As well as the one with 21.
I knew you were going to say. That's why I was like ready to say 21.
21's my nigga, bro.
Yeah. Hey, straight up.
All right.
Went in on that shit. I was like, oh, shit.
There's even like a track on here where it's got like the sample, kind of old school sample, which you don't really hear anymore. But there's a lot of old school samples in here where he pulls from more of like the club scene. Yeah. Like the chopper style.
Yeah, he did
was
that
in there. Yeah. There was another one too.
Brown.
Right. There was another one too. He pulled from the old school too, from the old, like kind of my era when I was in the club.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I really enjoyed that personally.
Right. I was like, oh, okay. Like this reminds me a lot. Even the Rake It Up song.
No, it was actually the chopper style was with French Montana, wasn't it?
French Montana.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. I said Chris Brown. I meant French Montana. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, I was like, all right. This reminds me of.
Oh yeah, that's the name of the track. Yeah.
Right. But I mean, even the Rake It Up song, I know some. You know, it's a hit single, but the fact that he had the Too Short sample in there, and it sounds like the club song, like when I was in kind of a club, like if a song like that, I can't even. I don't go to the club anymore, but I can't imagine being in the club when that song comes on.
You know what happens because we were there when shit like that happened.
Oh, you know it's going down in there, man.
Back in the day, yeah. Oh yeah.
Rake It Up. Yeah, you know it's going down in there, man.
Oh, the whole club go crazy.
Like he says when the song comes on, strip club anthem, man. Yeah.
Oh, and you know it's probably all up in the strip clubs as well. Obviously,
there's all kind of stank booty being thrown up in the air. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to
Stink
him for
ass
that.
everywhere. No,
But Dussy everywhere. Nah, but I mean, what do you give this? I will say this. Probably my down point in this whole album was the last track.
it's straight up, bro.
It just sounded out of place.
It was not. It did not. It didn't.
I didn't understand the point of the song.
That alone on speaking. I'm glad you even said that because I mean. It was the reason why I was giving it the number I'm going to give it, but I wasn't even going to say it. But now it's like, that's the reason why.
Well, I had a number when I got to this song. It definitely dropped it down.
It dropped not a whole notch, but a half a notch.
At least a half a notch.
Half a
notch just for this one song.
This album was a 9, and it became an 8.5.
Oh, okay. So you still gave it a strong.
I still gave it a strong.
So you give this one an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did. But it was a 9 before that track.
Right.
Because it just threw it all off. It was like, this did not have to be on. You could have cut it off, and I would have been happy. I actually had gave this an 8.5, and that song brought it down to an 8 for me. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And, I mean, because I don't really understand the purpose of the song. I don't know if it was, like, I was like, all right. I was trying to think of when have I heard something like this happen on a rap album? And I was like, okay, there was Nas with the, I know I can be what I want to be, and I was just like, kind of corny, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then the beat kind of reminded me of on the Jay-Z's, I think it was Volume 3, where he did the song with Mariah Carey. It's the things that you do that make me feel something, and it had the little flutes or whatever. Yeah. It kind of reminded me of that, like the beat a little bit, and I was like, what the fuck is this doing on this album?
It didn't belong on this album. It really didn't.
I was like, but I mean, I get you going all around the world and all that, but like these little foreign kids that are singing in the background. I didn't get it. I didn't know what was going on.
I don't know. Let me ask you: could there have been better placement for that track in there? Because you put it somewhere else in there and made it work.
No, they just got to get off the album. It should not have been on the album.
I don't think. Yeah, it's like,
you know what I'm saying.
I can't. I don't see.
Maybe
why.
I don't know. Maybe he was just happy. Maybe he felt like he was doing something for the kids.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't. And it's not bad. It's
not bad, but it's just off.
It's just off. It just sticks out. It's like, you know, there's a lot of dark themes in here. There's a lot of deep, dark sounds. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of club
real shit and just
street bangers and stuff. And all of a sudden it's kind of like bright. I don't even say fluffy, but fluffy,
I'm
bright.
sure it's real shit too, but it's like, it's not on the same
maybe
level.
Making something for the Project Kids, Project Babies or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
we're overrating. We're overthinking this.
We probably are, because we're grown ass people. But there's probably some Project Kids that hear this and they fucking go hype when they hear this shit.
That's my favorite shit.
Right. So, you know, who knows? Maybe that's what he was going for. But for me, it just didn't fit with the rest of the album.
I just feel like outro needed to go harder.
Yeah,
that's an outro.
Right,
that's an outro.
You could have did
it. It's like, come on, that did not need to be the outro after that whole album. How it was, that's not an outro.
Right.
You know, he needed to place another track after that at least. But even then, that did not need to be there, like you said.
I agree. Yeah. So should we give that an 8.5? I'll give that an